More than 1 million interns across the country are kicking off their summer internships, and a landmark ruling may kill off their experience altogether. Former unpaid interns for Fox Searchlight have won a huge lawsuit against the film company. A judge says their unpaid internships violated minimum wage and overtime laws, and the studio must fork over back pay. Full disclosure, of course, Fox Searchlight is owned by News Corp, which is the parent company of Fox Business. So will this spark a flood of new lawsuits? And will businesses be forced to end unpaid internships? With me now is employment attorney Richard Roth. This is huge. I mean, this was a really big ruling. Did you expect this, and what are the implications? It is a big ruling. This has been the movement. The movement has gone in 1947 is when this first started. It's a case called Wallington involving the railroads, where the U.S. Supreme Court decided that these interns were not employees. 2010, the Department of Labor actually went ahead and came up with a 6-part test for what is an employee, and essentially it's a benefits test. Are you benefiting the employer? And there's a couple decisions. This most recent one by Judge Pauley involving Fox Searchlight, and one another month earlier by Judge Baer in the Southern District, same courthouse with Hearst publication, and they both have said that it's essentially a benefits test. If you're benefiting the employer, then you have to get paid. And so these companies, a lot of corporations, big corporations that want to
Isn't a good intern benefiting the employer, though? I mean, isn't that part of it? You come in, we take the time, we teach you a skill, and then you contribute a little bit. That's how it works.
Absolutely. And the intern wants to benefit the employer.
Yeah.
The intern does not want to just shadow someone around.
Just stand there like an idiot.
They
want to get involved, roll up their sleeves.
Absolutely. So if they want to learn the business and they're actually engaged in the business, whether it's a big New York City law firm or a mom and pop shop or these big corporations, you have to pay them. So this is the thing that I thought was compelling, though. They said that this is according to the Department of Labor internship guides. The intern must not displace a paid worker. I mean, that is one of the main tenets. They have to be closely supervised. We know that. The internship must be similar to what they would receive in an educational environment. That strikes me as odd, because the whole reason why you're here is because you can't get this at school, so you want to come see it in a workplace. But the idea that they shouldn't displace a paid worker, you know, in a lot of cases, you can see where they cross the line and where a really good intern is actually doing a full job. Is that what was going on here, do you think? Were you able to tell? Yeah, I mean, these interns were doing intern jobs. Intern jobs have gone a long way from following something around and just watching them to getting involved. Interns get involved. And one of the biggest of the 6 criteria that you were mentioning is, number 4 is that the employer that provides the training derives no immediate advantage from the activities of the intern. Well, if I'm an employer and I don't derive economic advantage from the intern, I'm not going to hire the intern. So it doesn't really, to a kid who didn't get paid when he was younger, it doesn't make sense to me. It's great for the plaintiffs' lawyers, because there's a lot of lawsuits that are following. In fact, today's New York Times, this week, a lawsuit was started by Condé Nast employees, interns. So there's a huge
So what do you think
revolution.
is going to happen as a result of this? Because I'm someone, you know, I did unpaid internships in news every summer. I worked during the year and saved money so that I could afford to work for free during the summer, because I knew that that's what I needed to do. So I worked in the kitchen, I chopped vegetables, I did whatever else, so that I could come out and do something for free during the summer. Is that going away?
That is going away.
Do the internships go away, or do they become paid? What happens?
They become paid.
Okay, so that's not so bad.
It's not bad, but here's the problem. If they become paid, then any company, be it small or large, has to put that in their budget. So companies may very well want less.
Rid of it.
They want to get rid of it. Why bring an intern in when you can get an employee?
Yeah, why pay someone who's just going to be there for 3 months? When you get them up and running, they're immediately gone. So it's it's going to end up being that maybe there's another paid person on the staff, but it's not a college kid that's learning to get into
That's exactly right. And hopefully it will work, but it could have a negative detrimental effect to these kids.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you,
Great insight.